Yo, make sure you got your paperwork straight. I got Mickey the Truth.
Let's get one thing clear. This your girl, Mickey Truth. South Carolina, 803 to be exact. What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Mickey Truth, aka the Queen of Paperwork, and I am back with another video. As always, all information contained in this video is for entertainment, educational purposes only. All information used in this video is per the Fair Use Act, and any conclusion that you draw is on you, not me. So
the loudest is the weakest. Give a fuck about what they scream.
Alright, now, y'all know, if y'all don't know, y'all know Diddy had a lot going on. And he was hit with multiple lawsuits, one of which was from like an inmate in Michigan that basically accused Diddy of doing some things, okay? And he won. Yeah, he won. Due to a default judgment because Diddy or his counsel didn't show up to court. Now, since this has broke, Diddy's lawyer has came out and said that they're looking forward to getting it, thrown out and all that. But as of right now, it's a win. So let's take a look at this video and actually see what the F is going on for sure. Okay, so let's go.
He just lost a recent lawsuit because he didn't show up in court. A man accused him of SA and filed a lawsuit in Michigan and won recently a default judgment of $100 million. Well, Diddy is now responding. Welcome back to the Campfire Channel, your #1 source for pop culture news and music, entertainment, reality TV, and so much more. As always, be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on breaking news when we go live or when we upload. So the Diddy of it all continues. The downfall of Diddy started last year with the Cassie situation and has continued in 2024. With a lot of things playing out in regards to accusations, very believable accusations, and even video proof of accusations that Diddy is terrible. Well, now a Michigan man who's incarcerated has his own accusations and recently won a $100 million default judgment because Diddy did not respond legally. So let me just give you an update in regards to this story. I honestly didn't believe it until I read through the article. So from our friends over at The Guardian, they said that a man who accused Diddy of SAing him has won a $100 million judgment after the rapper, music producer, and businessman
SAing him is crazy. I hope he elaborate what the hell does that mean.
Failed to contest the allegations in a civil courthouse in Michigan. They said an attorney for Combs issued a statement denying that his client knows the plaintiff, Derek Lee Cardello Smith. The lawyer, Mark Aganafilo, said that Cardello Smith had committed, quote, fraud on the court, and Combs looks forward to having his judgment swiftly dismissed. So Lee, the man accusing Diddy, is 51 years old, secured the remarkably large judgment after filing a lawsuit that described how he encountered Combs while working in a restaurant and hospitality industry near Detroit. So according to the Detroit Metro Times, Lee alleged that he was both drugged and SA'd by Combs at a party in Detroit in 1997.
Oh, it just dawned on me. I'm like, what the fuck is SA? Okay, I get it. I'm having a moment, y'all. Okay, I got it.
Just one claim amid a broader pattern of alleged SA and other misconduct by the 3-time Grammy winner, once also known as P. Diddy, Puff Daddy, and Love. So Lee, who's incarcerated, yes, the man accusing him is incarcerated, eventually sued over the alleged attacks and provided information showing Combs' name in a prison visitation log.
I'm sorry, what?
That's what I'm saying.
Hold on. So how did he make it up? And damn, I mean, if the allegations are true, I mean, for somebody to come visit you in prison is crazy. You must have been a little good to him or something. I don't know. Do y'all believe Diddy was going to visit somebody in prison? I mean, I don't know at this point.
Like, I know some of you probably read this like, oh, here we go, someone clout chasing. But I'm like, wait a minute.
Right.
So they said that
Wow.
he provided Combs's name in a prison visitation log, and at a preliminary. And look, I've never been to prison, so you guys let me know when you sign it.
Hold on. Okay, so he provided his name. Okay, cause I know like when my dad only been to prison in South Carolina, no, in Michigan too. But anyway, only visiting him in South Carolina. And I know with that, they provide the name, like they have to put you on their list. You can't just decide to put yourself on a visitation list. So that's a little different. Because if that's all that you have, you really can't prove unless Diddy actually came and signed in to visit the guy. He could have put whoever, he could have put motherfucking Barack Obama on the list. Like you put who you want to visit you on your list. Now that's how it works from my understanding. Maybe it's different. Oh no, he said he's in Michigan. You put who you want on your list in Michigan. That's how that works. Duh, it just dawned on me the dude is in Michigan.
In that log, do you have to provide photo identification? Are they verifying that the name matches what is written down? I'm just saying.
Yeah, they do. So the person has to put you on their list, and then you have to fill out a document. And then, of course, they have to do whatever they do behind the scenes. And then once they approve you to visit, you can visit. But as far as just getting put on a list, the inmate provides that. That's not something you have to do. Like, they have to do it. Now, the question is, did he go through the process of being confirmed to be a visitor for this inmate? That would be the question. But, yeah, any inmate can put anybody on their visitors list.
I'm asking all the questions. I've never been to prison. I never visited anyone in prison or jail. So they said at a preliminary August 7th court hearing conducted virtually, Lee testified that Combs offered him $2.3 million to drop the lawsuit, which would allow the music mogul to complete a property sale. The plaintiff testified that Combs, who's 54, told him that he would not acknowledge Lee's claims in court, saying, "You know how we get down." Lee said that he told Combs, "Well, I disagree with how you get down," and rejected the settlement offer. Lenawee County Circuit Court Judge Anna Marie Anzalone subsequently issued an order restraining Combs from selling off assets that would help him cover any damages possible.
Yeah, I think it's a clout grab. I ain't gonna lie. What to do, Tony Snow? I definitely think it's a clout move. Now hearing it, because like looking at the blogs, it was just like, oh, he ain't come to court. And I guess he felt like he was above it, but shit, at this point, you got $100 million default judgment against you. If you ever been down that road, like you really got to put in work with your legal team to get that up off you. Because yeah, the court don't take it slightly when you feel like you higher than thou than to come respond to something they got on their dockets. I'm just saying.
Possibly awarded to Lee. Then, when Combs failed to appear at a virtual hearing in Lee's lawsuit on Monday, the judge awarded the plaintiffs a default judgment of $100 million as the Metro.
Like, bro, your lawyer couldn't get on a Skype or whatever they call it, a freaking link. Like, that's crazy. Do you feel like he will do any time when it's all done? I mean, as of right now, I can't say that. As of right now, until he's actually indicted. Now, if I feel like if they go as far as indicting him, possibly, because I mean, history has shown them big time heavyweights that make it to that point usually or normally get some time. But I'm a little shaky on if it's gonna lead to an indictment for real. I'm still a little shaky on that because they had one grand jury. And then now they got another special grand jury. And normally when that's moving around, I don't think the evidence is quite as strong as we possibly think it is. So, that's what I'm saying. All right. So back to Diddy.
Times were first reported. So plaintiffs receive default judgments, for those that don't know, in their favor when defendants fail to take action in response to cases brought against them. We've seen this.
Yeah, I mean, they do have a high conviction rate, but that's okay. So I did this for the O-Block case. I can't remember the numbers verbatim, but it's like they have a high because of high pleas. But we're not even at that point though with Diddy. It's at the grand jury stage. You can't even get to a conviction if the grand jury doesn't choose to indict the person. So that's what I'm saying. Right now, it's too premature to say if Diddy is going to get time or whatever, because he hasn't even been officially charged. They haven't been able to provide enough evidence to the grand jury to even indict him on anything. Right now, he's taking L's in civil court. So I just think right now, like, any conviction rate is minute, because he hasn't even been charged with anything. You know what I'm saying? So facts is coming through the discovery. Right. They still like I said, they're still on the earlier stages of anything. Like, we don't even know if anything is gonna come from it, but whatever is gonna happen is the early stage of it. You know what I'm saying? Now, once an indictment hits, he has to be arrested. That's when shit gonna get real good, real spicy. And then I might have more insight to what I feel about it. But right now, until I hear an actual indictment on it, yeah. I don't know yet. All right. I don't want my tab back.
Before. We literally were just talking about this for Real Housewives of Orange County star Katie Janela.
Oh, I heard about
She
that.
had a default judgment against her. It wasn't $100 million, though. So court records show that.
Well, the only thing about that, Tony Snow, is his money has nothing to do with it right now. Now, this is like, his money has nothing to do with it. The grand jury is, and special grand jury is all sealed up. So it's not like he can reach out and try to like taint a juror or something, because it's so much red tape to get to like the identities of the special grand jury. It could be anywhere or anybody. But I feel like right now, it's whatever's happening right now has nothing to do with Diddy himself. Like, the process just ain't there. Sometimes the evidence is just not evident, if that makes sense. Like, you know, it takes time. Just like with R. Kelly. They tried multiple times and never stuck until finally they had what they need to get it done. I just feel like y'all do understand of course, it has been rumors about Diddy for a while, but as far as actual legal shit, it's just now coming out. All the pieces may not just be there yet, but we'll see. They still have a special grand jury, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I don't think right now the stage where it's at with Diddy, his money doesn't have nothing to do with it. You know what I'm saying? If anything, okay, all of these people coming out civilly could be a play to have him paying attention to the civil cases and feeding his legal team that, so that they can get what they need on the criminal side. Now, that's always possible. Also, he handles civil case. Well, not technically he handles. See, this it's like, okay, how can I say it? It's nothing for him to handle criminally right now, if that makes sense. Like, it's nothing he can do right now because he hasn't been charged. He has no criminal case. Nothing he can do about the grand jury coming together to try to figure out what they're going to do with him. It's like, it's nothing he can do about it. However, with the civil cases, it definitely will keep them busy, keep them occupied while they do whatever they do on the criminal sides. They use R. Kelly civil cases on him. They may have used some of it, but they had other evidence on R. Kelly. And I am not going down that rabbit hole again. Check out my R. Kelly live I did like a year ago, and we pulled all the paperwork and went over it and all that. And R. Kelly has a whole damn sector on YouTube. Okay, so I am not going down that rabbit hole. But in any case, they definitely can, like, it can go either way. Sometimes civil cases come first while the criminal case is being put together. Sometimes a criminal case comes up, and guess what? It get thrown out like Deshaun Watson, and boom, get hit with multiple civil cases. Hell, I believe Deshaun Watson, and the crazy thing, because we got Texas in the building, that now let's talk about Deshaun Watson. Deshaun Watson was found by a Houston grand jury to not have done nothing criminally. However, he has like 33 civil cases, including a recent civil case. So although they are like, they kind of coincide with each other, sometimes it just depends on what's going on. So again, sometimes civil cases come about because criminally it wasn't enough evidence there for them to do a criminal case. Sometimes civil cases come about because maybe it's not an actual criminal attribute to it, but hey, you can pay me for what I'm accusing you of doing. And a lot of times, especially people with deep pockets, sometimes, and like that's over big companies and shit, sometimes they will just say, fuck it, and let's just, for undisclosed amount, you shut the fuck up. I'm gonna give you this amount, going about your way. You know what I'm saying? Just like I think Academic spoke on it about his situation. But he's vowing that he's not gonna do it. He's gonna ride this thing out. And paperwork on that situation is out. I don't know if I'm gonna go over. I kind of went over on the back end just for like personal view of it. I haven't decided I'm gonna do content because when you start talking about those type cases, meaning like they say SA civil cases and stuff like that, it gets real touchy feeling, That's why I never did my part 2 to the Deshaun Watson case, because the internet is very sensitive. Y'all already know I'm not as empathetic as some. And when you talk about certain things like that, I don't want to come off the wrong way when I talk about it. So I kind of strayed away from really running the content on it. But if you were around when I did Deshaun Watson, the first part is still available on my page. Y'all can check it out. But since then, I haven't really touched on the SA accounts. I know that sounds like I'm saying essay, but I'm saying essay. You get what I'm saying? So, yeah. But nevertheless, yeah, that's one of those subjects. And even with the R. Kelly case, when we did it, it was more so breaking out the paperwork. We wasn't really getting into the deed itself. So it was a great live and a great conversation because we was just talking about paperwork. Like, what is the paperwork saying? We wasn't really getting into the actual acts of it. But when you talk about these cases, it's kind of hard not to get into the acts of it. And our culture at this point, our climate at this point, I probably would be canceled real quick because they'll be like, why did you say it like that? Why did you pose that question? Yeah, it's just too much. But let's continue the video.
Cardello Smith is incarcerated. That's the lead, the man accusing Diddy, at the Ernest C. Brooks Correctional Facility after multiple previous convictions of criminal misconduct, as well as one of kidnapping.
Hold on. The guy is
The Metro Times reported that he taught himself criminal and...
Oh, I was about to say, damn, did he? Okay, so the guy is in prison for that. I was about to look. I had to cut the camera back on real quick. Like, what the fuck?
Civil law during his incarceration, while also developing, quote, a long history of challenging the judicial system with lawsuits. So then there's that. This man is very litigious. Okay. Combs is not the only prominent defendant named in one of his lawsuits. Another is the Roman Catholic Archdiocese of Detroit.
So basically this inmate got time on his hand. So that basically what's going on. He got too much time on his hand. He spent all his time in the law library and he just found random people to file suits on. So okay, it makes sense. Now it makes sense. He done found him a hustle, okay? But his ass better chill out. I wonder how much time. We might need to look him up. I wonder how much time he got. I wonder if he's gonna say it. Let's see.
Lawsuit alleging that two of the organization's priests, as well as one of its lay employees, SA'd Lee back in 1979 when he was about 7 years old, and in 1993.
That's wild.
So wait, okay. Oh, y'all do the math. It was not immediately clear how easily Lee may be able to collect his judgment against Combs, though the plaintiff told the Metro Times that he went, quote, way back with the defendant. So Diddy's attorney issued a statement on Tuesday and referred to Lee as, quote, a convicted felon and a sexual predator. Takes one to know one. I'm just saying, look.
I'm gonna let them have that one.
This case might not be legit. We don't know. But there is video footage that we've seen of Diddy being a terrible human being. Just saying.
All right, but hold on. Okay, let's say this though. We have definitely seen video of Diddy beating Cassie ass. Like, we definitely seen that. And that, I mean, I'm not saying it to be like the derogatory towards her, but in the summary, that's what we saw in that video. Now, I have yet to see a true video where Diddy was doing SA. Okay, so we can't really put that on him per se, right? We can only say we have read documents of allegations of it, but we haven't saw, like, you know what I'm saying? We haven't saw no shit where we can just put that shit on him for real. Now, we definitely saw him drag Cassie ass from the elevator. We saw it, okay? I mean, you're right, Tony Snow, that we don't know what she did for him to do that, but I don't give a fuck what she did, okay? You should not be male or female, you should not be dragging another human being by their hair from an elevator down the hall. Okay, you shouldn't do that. Okay, at any point, I don't give a fuck what they did to you. But nevertheless, what we can say though, based on that, because we saw that, we can say that Diddy definitely has put his hands on a female. Again, no matter what the backstory is, okay, we have saw him put his hands on a female. But I know for myself, I haven't saw any evidence, videos, pictures of any SA. I'm just saying that. So I wouldn't go as far as, the video we're watching what they're saying, because I'm not about to sit there and put that on, because I ain't seen nothing. Now, I definitely probably would say he definitely put his hands on women because we saw him in the video doing so. But y'all make sure y'all hit the like button. Let's continue.
The statement continued. They said his resume now includes committing fraud on the court from prison, as Mr. Combs has never heard of him, let alone been served with any lawsuit. Combs has faced several other lawsuits, as you know, accusing him of R-ing people, SAing people, other instances of physical violence, and distribution of, quote, revenge porn. He initially denied all allegations.
What revenge? When did he drop that? Like, when did he drop that? Now, again, these are, and that's the only thing, how we talk, more so on my channel, we cover criminal cases. We don't too much really cover civil cases like that. We may touched on one here and there, but we don't really talk about it. But one thing about complaints, just like in a criminal case, when we get the indictment or, the police report is from the version of events from the police, and we be like, well, we don't know if that's all the way official. The police could be reaching or whatever. Well, that's kind of how it is in a civil case, because you get the complaint, which is the version from the person, that is telling the story. We don't know how accurate, but damn, who did he do the revenge porn on? And yes, I said it differently. Y'all already know certain words trigger shit, and I'm already shadow banned. I don't want to be shadow banned even further, but who did he do that on? You know what I'm saying? But again, probably is going off of what's in a complaint. But I damn sure ain't heard or seen no clips of anything that he allegedly dropped. But let's continue.
And pledged to fight to clear his name. However, as you know, back in May, CNN obtained and published hotel security camera video showing him battering the singer, Cassie Ventura, his then girlfriend at the time, in 2016. Ventura had sued Combs for damages several months.
Now, that's not the only thing we can really smack his ass with at this point, is technically that, because we saw that. And he has verified that was an actual video. So we, like, anybody that's saying that, you can definitely run with that, because we saw that. My only thing about the internet is that You get one accurate piece of info and then you tie everything else in it. And I said that earlier on the first live when we was talking on reacting to another video. It's like you get that one accurate piece of info. So yeah, we saw that he, jumped on Cassie. But now everybody's tying in essays and revenge corn. Like, you can't just tie it in like that, like everything to Miss Stamp. But it has been allegations that has taken place, for sure, in the court document.
Months earlier, accusing him of R-ing her and physical abuse during the course of their relationship. Combs paid an undisclosed sum to settle Ventura's claims out of court within 1 day of her filing the lawsuit. The video vividly contradicts.
I will say this now. Anything that Cassie put in her shit, I'm believing. I ain't gonna lie. Because I feel like she definitely had the time put in with him to know what the fuck going on. This was even before that video came out. But also, he settled that shit quick as fuck. Quick as hell. Okay? To make me feel like where smoke is fire type shit. Y'all make sure y'all hit the like button. And like I said throughout the video, that's my opinion. And if you don't like it, guess what?
I'm like, fuck yeah.
Hold on, wait, before I go, y'all make sure y'all tap in with me to book your slot. A lot of y'all be hitting me up on Instagram and the email wanting to just talk about content, whether you're an up-and-coming content creator or somebody just got questions about cases or whatever. Book your consultation with me now. The information is on the screen. Hey, make sure you get your slot, because my slots be filling up fast.
Loudest is the weakest. Give a fuck about what they scream.
Holla!
Shout out Mickey. Mickey, you gonna be big. Like,
yeah,
I'm
trying to conquer the world. Coming from where I come from. They doubted me, but I came up.